Hey everyone, and welcome to the brand new Mitten Dad Show. I'm your host, the Mitten Dad, Matt Tillman. The podcast formerly was known as the Script Note Show, highlighting a lot of my favorite topics revolving around the worlds of personal finance and technology and sports and current events and you name it. And that's still definitely the case, but since the last time I published an episode a couple years ago, lots has happened since then, including a new addition to our family, another daughter who I love dearly. And with that, as we all know, when children come into the picture, our lives definitely change, and a lot of what we hold near and dear to us in terms of our values change. And with that, I kind of wanted to shift the focus of my project around script notes and life script to kind of adding on more of a fatherhood aspect to things now, and wanting to reach out to fellow dads out there and other father figures. And even I know a lot of the moms in our lives frequently have to play dad as well, and play a father figure role too. So I wanted to kind of keep along some of the similar themes of script notes, but add into different stories of fatherhood out there, and what it means to be a dad and to be that leading example for the children and our kids in our lives, and to kind of go from there. And so with this being the first podcast in a couple years, might be a little rusty getting back into things, but with that, wanted to let everyone know out there, I do have a brand new website. It's called mittendad.com, since I'm from Michigan. As most know out there, the state is shaped like a mitten, so kind of wanted to keep with the theme of still focusing on all things personal finance, sports, technology, and fatherhood, but with maybe a bit of a touch of a Midwest flair thrown in there too, so to keep things light and interesting. But one of the things with wanting to kind of build a community for dads and fathers and father figures is I've always felt each of us has a gift, whether we know it or not, and something we can add to the world in terms of content or creativity, or even those that may not be out there creating content. You know, like I know there's a ton of dad sites and dad blogs out there, but I think a lot of those tend to focus on a certain niche, and that's certainly okay as well. But I wanted to highlight and give those fellow dads and father figures out there a chance to contribute to this show. If you're a fellow podcaster and might be interested in joining for a future episode, certainly let me know. Reach out to me over at mittendad.com, or one of the beauties of being able to record this podcast through Anchor is you can also leave me a voice memo, so be sure to check that out, because I've always been a proponent that we're all in this together and we all have something to contribute. So definitely reach out to me. I would love to boost your podcast as well, in exchange for doing the same for Mitten Dad as well. So with that, to kind of get back out into the podcasting world, recently our oldest daughter had her birthday, and prior to her birthday had mentioned how bummed she was that in prior years I had always had to work on her birthday. So thankfully things worked out where I could get the day of her birthday off to surprise her. And so how it worked out is I got ready for work like I usually do, get changed, get ready, and whatnot. And then often, especially during summer break when our daughter's birthday is, she'll kind of wake up before everybody else. And so I let her know, well, Daddy's got to go off to a work appointment. I'll be right back. So, but it wasn't a work appointment that I left for, but instead to go get a couple of her favorite donuts as well as a McDonald's breakfast. And so when I came back and she saw what I had, and I let her know, and oh, by the way, Daddy also has today off from work. And boy, did her face light up like a Christmas tree. So to me, those are some of the best moments in life, and why I wanted to call this episode Life's Moments, as a way to get back into the podcasting realm, especially with Mitten Dad. So wanted to pose that question to anyone out there listening. What has been some of your best life's moments? We've all gone through a ton of changes over the last couple years with the pandemic, as it has kind of ebbed and flowed in terms of its peak, and we've all had to adapt to that. So what's been some of your best life's moments? If you're interested in sharing, again, feel free to leave me a voice memo or reach out to me at mittendad.com. I would love to highlight it. I want to be able to use this podcast as a means to spread good news, share stories, and hopefully can put smiles on faces out there in podcast land for those who are listening. So as always, I appreciate your listening to this, and regardless if you're a mom or dad out there, always find ways in whatever shape or form to be present with your children. Make those memories with them. It's not about the material stuff in this world. It's about creating those memories and experiences that'll mean the most to them. And I speaking from experience, from my childhood, that it was great to receive toys, games, books, etc. But what meant the most was being able to have those experiences with my family, and something that I'll cherish forever. So if I could leave you a piece of advice with this first episode back into the podcasting realm, it's find a way to be present and enjoy those life's moments. And until next time, thank you again for listening to Mitten Dad. Be sure to check out mittendad.com, and we'll talk to you again soon. See ya.